Welcome to the Konglish Talk podcast, a chill talk show brought to you by some States girl and Korean guy living in Korea. My name is Leah.
And I'm Diaz, and today's topic is ranking the movies. So we brought some Korean movies and the States movies, or some other movies that we know. Yeah, that's what we were gonna do.
Yeah, I looked up IMDb and I just kind of chose some random movies that are highly ranked on there. So we hope you enjoy.
Okay, don't forget to follow us and set the alarm. Okay, before we start, so this is our just personal opinion. We are not in a con, or we are not in Busan movie association, blah blah blah. So we are just doing by our shit. So please, if we just do what we want, then don't blame us. This is just our opinion, please. So
right, we're not getting paid the big bucks to have the right opinion.
Yeah. Please tell us about the rankings.
Okay, so the first category is trash. So, I mean, that speaks for itself. If we think it's trash or it looks like it is, if we've seen it and we know it, we think it's trash, it would go there. The other one is would rather watch commercials. So it's not complete trash, but it's I don't really I would rather watch a commercial, you know? Yeah. The next one is kind of overrated. So that category is a lot of people really like this movie, but personally we may not see the big hype in it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is might be okay. So this one is especially if we happen not to know many of the some of the one of the movies, we would, but it looks like it would be okay, we'll put it in there. Mm-hmm. One is pretty good, would recommend. So yeah, pretty good. And then cinema masterpiece.
First, you know this movie Home?
Yes. I actually, one of my Korean classes, I think it was one of my Korean classes. I think we watched this movie.
Do you know the story, by the way?
Yeah, it's it's a city kid that has to go and visit his grandma in the countryside. Yeah, her city-born grandson. Yeah, and she lives in a rural village.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just kind of he goes and he's complaining the whole time because he just wants to game and stuff, and she's trying to take care of him the best she can.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the scenes that I remember is about the KFC. The kid wanted to have KFC, but grandma just made a chicken soup for him. And
yeah, he was I want chicken. She's okay, and then she makes him chicken. So he's what is this? Where's KFC?
So about this movie, yeah, this movie is very, very, very.
It's heartwarming.
Yeah, heartwarming. Yeah, 감동적이다. I forgot that word. Anyway, this is really heartwarming, but yeah, I think this is okay, but somewhat the movie is too loose.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Okay, next one. Everybody will know this. Is this Endgame or?
Yeah, this is Endgame. Yeah, so Avengers Endgame that came out in 2019. It's still pretty high up on IMDb.
Okay, I know this is a very famous movie, but yeah, the action was really great and the whole casting was really great too. But for me, overrated.
Really?
I mean, okay, so, you know what's the best movie of the Marvel? It will be the Iron Man 1. They had to end the movie from the Infinity War, and the Endgame made so much an trapped stories, and so that's why they are just making a lot of dramas and not movies right now, and that's why we are saying that the movie goes really crazy. It's kind of an overrated, in my opinion.
I guess I can kind of see why people would say it's overrated, because it's one of the very ending movies, and a bunch of people do cameos in it, so I think some people probably thought that it was too much or whatever, but for me, I would say pretty good, would recommend, because...
Well, then let's just put here first. Medium.
Yeah, we don't have a separate thing of your side and my side, but that's fine. This'll do.
Yeah, I know this movie, 장화홍련.
A Tale of Two Sisters. I watched this like a while ago. It's like a horror film?
This is a horror movie.
Thriller? Oh, so after being institutionalized in a mental hospital, the teen reunites with her sister and they return to live in their country home, and the girl's widower father remarried. And the siblings are resentful of the new wife, and then strange events start happening. I don't know. It's not that bad, but I would say it's kind of overrated.
This is my opinion.
I would rather watch commercials.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm somebody who actually really loves horror. I don't think it's that bad, but yeah, I would. I mean, if somebody asked me to watch it again, or like watch like the latest like commercial that just came out about Subway, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I would probably watch that one again.
And
with that celebrity guy, I don't remember his name. I'll put it up.
I'd rather watch It, the IT movie.
Again.
Okay, next one. Harry Potter series. That's also a famous
this is the last Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2, because you know they put it into 2 parts. So, are you wanting to fight right now?
Okay.
I'm also really biased because I love Harry Potter so much.
I know a book, and the book is
the book is like this thick, girl. The last book.
And I love the book. Yeah, the book is a really masterpiece. J.K. Rowling wrote this book really great. I know that. So I know the story is really great. But what I think that something ruined the movie is that they're grown too big. If they just put the whole novel to the movie, I would give a masterpiece seriously. But like, I would recommend that too, though.
Okay, I'll agree with that one.
Yeah. And next one.
I think Inception.
Oh!
Okay, Inception is fantastic. If you have not seen Inception. So Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays the main character, who's a thief with the rare ability to enter people's dreams and steal their secrets from their subconscious. So it made him really popular for corporate espionage, but it has also cost him everything he loves.
And the ending was really impressive. So spoiler alert, we don't know he died or he didn't, but he trapped to the a really, really low level of the dream by almost killed himself. And yeah, we don't know he died or he lived and he went to his kids, but it's really impressive. This is a masterpiece.
Cinema masterpiece. I 100% agree. That was a great movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, so many people. Okay, I never have. I'm gonna be. I know Jurassic Park because it is such a cultural staple in America. Like, most people absolutely love Jurassic Park. Even if you haven't seen it, you've seen it everywhere. A lot of people think that some of the more the adaptations after this Jurassic Park were not as good as the original, but a lot of people have that opinion.
For me, yeah, Jurassic Park is beyond the story, that Jurassic Park was a really, really, really innovation with computer graphic technology. So, and Steven Spielberg really used that really well. So, I might be tell that this is a recommended one.
Almost everyone likes Steven Spielberg films. But yeah, I've never seen that one.
And if somebody say, what about the remastered one? And then I'll say, yeah, never watch remastered one. Okay, the next movie. Is it called Host in the States, by the way?
Yeah, in the States, this one is called Host.
Okay.
It's a Korean horror.
Kreml in Korea, the monster. Kreml.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
This is a movie with a giant monster created by some chemical stuff thrown into the Han River. This is a story about a family trying to avoid from the monster and trying to save their daughter captured by that monster. When the movie came out, it was really a sensation for Korean movie because we didn't have that kind of movies that at that time. So yeah, this was really famous. But thinking of these days, and this is kind of the story isn't that good enough. It was funny though, so maybe like overrated will be nice.
I know a lot of people really like the movie though.
Yeah, I know, but in my opinion, it's kind of like an overrated.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of it being stuck in my mind, so I would put it in might be okay. Okay, the next one is The Thieves.
The Thieves, 도둑들.
I love this movie. I watched it for the first time with my friend. She was like, "Hey, you want to see this funny movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I remember really liking it. It came out in 2012.
This is a movie that thieves trying to steal diamond from Hong Kong.
I remember really liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was hilarious and it was good. The acting was good.
And the thieves sometimes betray themselves by themselves, like betraying. The movie was funny. There was a comedy scene, but like, I cannot give more than might be okay.
I would put pretty good, would recommend. I love that movie. And Kim Soo-hyun is in it. And he's cute, so...
Well, comparing with Endgame was better than...
Endgame also had, like, a crazy budget. That's not fair. Next is Train to Busan. Okay, me personally would put in Cinema Masterpiece. Listen, when this movie came out and I watched it for the first time, at the very end, I cried so hard that, like, I'm serious. Like, I watched it with Jordan and I cried so hard that it looked, if somebody would have came in to that situation, I think somebody probably would have thought that someone I knew died. That's how hard I was crying.
The Korean name Busan-haeng. So this was a movie where a guy and a daughter was trying to avoid from zombie from Seoul to Busan, and the train got crushed, blah blah blah. But okay, for me, this is a very typical zombie movie. Seriously, for me.
I would put...
Okay,
listen,
so...
I understand the zombie thing. Okay, go ahead. You can defend your claim.
When extras got bited with zombie, then they just turned to the zombie. But, like, listen, when Gongyu got bited, when Donnelly, the guy from the Eternals, Gilgamesh, got bited, he just trying to lock down himself from one of the train chamber, and he saved a lot of people. Like, he didn't turn to the zombie, like, bited 10 plus more times, like, and with Gongyu, he even had a conversation with her daughter. That was really, really insane. So, anyway, trash for me. Maybe this.
I will say I am sick. I will say I am sick of the zombie movies and shows. Like, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time when I watched this movie, it was good, and yeah, I cried a lot. I didn't think I would, and I did.